New statistics released by ICE in a letter to a Republican congressman this week said that there were 425,431 total convicted criminals on the non-detained docket as of July 21st, 2024, including 13,099 people with homicide convictions. So, naturally, Trump immediately decided to take those numbers and use them to start spewing lies at his rallies and on his fake-failing Twitter app, falsely claiming all those immigrants came over in the last 4 years, despite those numbers actually representing decades worth of immigrants, including people that crossed the border during his administration.
Some of them are murderers, some of them are drug dealers, many of them. 13,099 murderers came into our country during their 3.5, and we're missing $1 billion they gave them to the migrants that came in.
But back here in the real world, anybody that cares enough to look can see the real stats for themselves, so CNN's Dan Dale decided to do a quick fact check. You know that thing that Republicans are terrified of these days? Fact check to Harris, Trump falsely describes new stats on immigrants and homicide. Facts first. Trump's claims are false in 2 big ways. First, the statistics he's referring to are not specifically about people who entered the country during the Biden-Harris administration. Rather, those statistics are about non-citizens who entered the country under any administration, including Trump's, were convicted of a crime at some point, usually in the United States after their arrival, and are now living in the U.S. while being listed on Immigration and Customs Enforcement's non-detained docket, where some have been listed for years, including while Trump was president, because their country or of citizenship won't let the U.S. deport them back there. Second, the ICE non-detained list includes people who are serving jail and prison sentences for their crimes. They are on the list because they are not being held in immigration detention in particular. It does not mean they're roaming around free in the country. Trump's been lying so often recently that it's actually hard to pick out the few times when he isn't lying, since they're becoming so few and far between, which may explain why he and JD seem to be so terrified of going anywhere that they might get fact-checked.
Just to clarify for our viewers, Springfield, Ohio does have a large number of Haitian migrants who have legal status, temporary protected status.
Well, Margaret, the rules were that you guys weren't going to fact check.
This fear of facts recently culminated in Trump bailing on another debate with Kamala and pulling out of an interview with 60 Minutes that he had already agreed to. There's a live picture of him pulling out of the debate. But luckily, 60 Minutes didn't let him off the hook that easily and called him out in the opening segment of Kamala's interview.
Then, a week ago, Trump backed out. The campaign offered shifting explanations. First, it complained that we would fact-check the interview. We fact-check every story. Later, Trump said he needed an apology for his interview in 2020. Trump claims correspondent Leslie Stahl said in that interview that Hunter Biden's controversial laptop came from Russia. She never said that. Trump has said his opponent doesn't do interviews because she can't handle them. He had previously declined another debate with Harris, so tonight may have been the largest audience for the candidates between now and Election Day.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Republican Party has gone from the facts don't care about your feelings crowd to the my feelings don't care about your facts crowd in record time.